This is Attorney Mike Griffin coming to you from Chicago as usual, and I've got another fun one today. I'm doing Kim Blandino number 3. I had a viewer point out to me I was calling him a sovereign citizen, which he may or may not be. Tell me in the comments below. Tell me what you think. But now that I look at it, in the first 2 videos I did, I'm not sure he's a sovereign citizen. I'm going to temporarily move him over to pro se court fail. Either way, you slice it. He is the Mr. Whipple of crazy courtroom activity.
You must stop Charmin squeezing.
Mr. Whipple, please don't squeeze the Charmin.
Let's do it.
History 7, State of Nevada versus Kim Blandino, case number C341767.
Judge M&M and MD from the DA are here, so I think they're going to want to trail this. That would be Melanie Marlin.
I mean, just look at him shuffling into court with that heavy box.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, or the dogs get it.
Dickerson, they're the assigned. I haven't followed you around.
Yeah, Mr. O'Brien usually does all of these, Mr. Blandino. So,
okay. I asked him earlier. He said that he wasn't doing that.
I don't know, sir. So,
I want to state that I'm in custody under punitive house arrest.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed! Bloody peasant!
all right. So, Mr. Blandino, my job here is just handling the competency part.
But
So,
we have some administrative matters before we even get to that. By the way, let me enter my appearance. I'm Kim Blandino, appearing pro se for Kim Blandino. This is Ben Bateman. He's the assigned standby counsel, otherwise known as elbow counsel.
okay.
And he wants to give us
Good
the
morning. So,
bar number, but there's an unadjudicated motion to disqualify you for bias. Now, I realize it's in another case,
right,
but it's
Mr.
still outstanding.
Blandino.
Therefore, you cannot sit.
I am not making any decision on your case today. I otherwise would have had a different judge in here. I was just going to encourage you to talk to the doctors because I anticipate if you do not cooperate with the doctors that a judge hearing this would put you in custody so the doctors can come and talk to you, or they would have to send you up to the forensic hospital. But since today I was just going to issue that warning, I was just going to sit and not have somebody else sit. Well, we don't need to make any records, sir. The only thing on today is that we don't have the evaluations yet, so I was just going to
Well, I haven't been given an order that I'm supposed to be evaluated, and there's no written order.
I don't know. The last video I did, the state came in and asked that he be evaluated. I don't know if this is a continuation from that or is this is just some other time period. But the judge is just saying, look, you're here for competency and we can't do anything with the competency hearing until you're evaluated. And if you don't get evaluated, eventually you're going to end up being evaluated by force. They'll take you into custody and evaluate you so that we can do this. So she just points that out to him. That's all. And of course he has objections to it.
Sir, I'm just telling you, if you do not participate in the evaluations, the likely result of that is that you will be remanded into custody, and I would hate to see that happen.
Excuse me, Judge. Let me make a record as to that issue. You're talking about cooperation. I have the right and rights not to waive any of my rights. And
This is a classic. I can't remember the video, but there was a guy who said, I believe I have the right to beliefs. And here he says, I have a right to not waive my rights. Okay, Mr. Whipple, keep going.
Court of record.
You do, sir.
And therefore, if I had given a written order to cooperate with those doctors or to do this evaluation, I will obey that written order. But verbal pronouncements from the bench, as in Russ Clark County School District clearly states, without a written order, the judge can change their mind at any time. Further, I have not been allowed to file a motion to oppose the referral to competency proceedings. As you know, there's a vexatious litigant order against me. It's currently on appeal. The opening brief and petition was filed yesterday.
This guy's fantastic. I really like this. He has taken the vexatious litigant designation and now he wears it as a badge of honor. And he tries to use that to slow everything down, saying, look, I can't file motions now. It's incredibly stupid, but I do like his pluck. You know, I like him trying to use that to slow things down even more.
okay, with the Nevada Supreme Court. Therefore, I am left without any defenses in terms of writing. The only way I have to communicate with the court is by way of oral communications when I'm in the
understand,
court.
sir.
That's complete nonsense. You could file a motion in response to this or a response to their motion. Either one. It just has to be reviewed by a judge first. And if it's not wacky, then they'll say, fine, go ahead. You can file that.
I understand.
So if you judges do not want to comply with the rules, the law that you require me to in both Loretta canvases, that is that I have to follow the rules just the same as another lawyer would, then you judges, you lawyers have to follow the rules as well. So give me a written order that has me go to those doctors, and then maybe I can appeal it. But without a written order, I can't even appeal it or ask for extraordinary relief before the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeals.
All
So
right.
therefore, I object to these proceedings, and I consider what you're saying here as a threat that if you, Mr. Blandino, don't waive your right to have that written order, we're going to incarcerate you. That's the way I take this, and
Sir,
I would have to take this.
I am just explaining what the procedure is, so I certainly don't mean that as any kind of threat. It's actually...
Well, if you want to talk about procedure, Administrative Order 077
All right.
requires...
She is such a great contrast from the last video where the guy tells him to shut up and just really gets in his face. And I enjoy both of them. She's like, whatever, guy. But they both get the point across. Just do something reasonable so your case progresses.
So we're going to
Department
pass
5
this.
do the competency
We're going to
procedures.
pass this 30 days.
December 6th at 10 a.m.
Do I get a written order or not?
Sir,
Be back at December 6th.
you have a new court date in 30 days. Thank you.
I object to these proceedings for multiple grounds. And I object to not being able to make a complete record. I still have things to
They always do,
say.
that's fine. But they just go. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're fine.
Was my objection noted for the record?
Your objection is noted for the record,
And this is a
sir.
continuing objection.
Yes, sir.
So noted.
Perfect.
Right. Probably should have called that one. Out of order. All right.
I love that judge's smile. Whatever. Get out of my courtroom.
Mr. O'Brien, Mr. Dickerson may want to get a written order from, I think Judge Markey was the one who was sitting last time, so I'm sure she would be happy to do that if that is helpful to the process. 62, absolutely. State of Nevada versus George Passarelli, case number C343920.
Well, there you have it. Kim Blandino up to his usual tricks. He does sort of make a point. He's like, look, if you're going to force me to do this, I want an order in writing. This judge wasn't going to do anything with it today. She was just giving him a friendly reminder, hey, this is where it's headed if you don't do it. If we need an evaluation, you can either voluntarily submit to one, or eventually a judge is going to order it. So I don't know. This is from 2019. These court appearances already happened. They may even be, they may even exist out there. I haven't seen all these court appearances, but if they do, I may do a future video on it. Who knows? But the judge is like, all right, fine. Mention it to the other judge who's actually handling this. And you know, they might say, fine, you're ordered to go be evaluated. Here at Law Talk, we like to have fun with silly stuff that happens in court, and every once in a while, and completely by accident, I assure you, you might learn something. Thanks for watching.